The cord's only so long. You guys have edge of the dance floor. Hi. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Megan, and I'm Lauren's little sister. And I was lucky enough to be named her maid of honor for this special day. Her maid of honor. We've got Ashley Huffman over here, matron of honor as well. Excuse me. It's just tacky. All right. Yeah. Also, I want to say as well, for those of you who don't know me, I'm only going to be addressing her by her government name that one time, Lauren, because regardless of being an adult, I refuse to address her or refer to her as Lauren. It's just Sissy. Sissy. So going forward, Sissy. Just fair warning. So speaking of adulting, I'm an adult. Yes, I still call her that. But today is one of those days where it's really hitting me that I actually am an adult, and she's an adult too. And, because when we were kids, this is something that we would talk about all the time is our wedding days. We would fantasize about it and talk about, what do you think your dress will look like? What color bridesmaid dress are we going to have? And is it already going to be outside? What kind of flowers do you want to have? And it's crazy. We talked about this into being teenagers as well, and even young adults. Saw that Pinterest board you had. That was probably set to private, but I saw it. We all did it. It's fine. But when we talked about it, it seemed like something that was so far away. It was like a fantasy, something that we didn't think was ever going to happen. When you're a kid, you can't picture it. And it's just crazy. Now we're grown adults, and that day has finally come for you. Something else me and Sissy liked to fantasize about when we were young was the idea of having a brother. And I think this stems from the fact that we have a family of 3 girls. And I say that we used to fantasize about this when really, I think we were talking about this like a week ago. We were always like, what do you think he would look like? What would he be like? And all this stuff. But, the difference between the wedding day and that is that the brother thing we never thought was going to happen. Obviously, mom's done. Can't go back in time. We're good. It's just going to be the 3 of us. But I never really thought about the fact that on her wedding day, I would be gaining a brother. And it just worked out perfectly that Alex is such a great guy and fits in so well with our family. And I really am gaining a brother today. And it's crazy that that's something you think about for so long, and it's finally happening. As a lot of you know, they met back in high school. And I remember forming my first impressions of Alex back then and him making an impression on my family. And I actually have a really specific and random memory of him meeting my Uncle Bubba for the first time. It was in the kitchen of our old house, and she came in with him and introduced him. Of course, she introduced him as Bubba. And so naturally he replied, "Nice to meet you, Bubba." And he liked to do this thing, Bubba, where he wanted to act really intense and intimidating towards our boyfriends. So his response to that was, "You can call me Kevin." And Alex's response to that was, "Maybe one day I'll earn the right to call you Bubba." And it's crazy to think that some 10 years later, Bubba would actually be marrying the 2 of them on this day. And thinking back on this memory, it's just crazy to think that this day is finally here. And you look beautiful. Y'all look so happy together. And I'm just so blessed to have been brought into this world with just a built-in best friend. And I'm just really excited to see how y'all's relationship grows and how me and you, how our relationship is going to grow and change with this change and what the future is going to have in store for you guys. So everybody just cheers to Sissy and Alex.